Matherin and crew, and now he's out there with T.J. McConnell, who missed a significant portion of last season with an injury as well. Had wrist surgery. Played the final 3 games. Nearly had the steal there as Jalen McDaniels is in.
He traveled.
And that's Nick Richards, the former Kentucky Wildcat in his 3rd year, called for the walk.
I like the defense, Chris. Charlotte has struggled in their first game getting shot, but they're having trouble getting a good look. And I know that's something that Rick Carlisle and the staff feel is very important, is what they do on the defensive end.
Neesmith tripped by McDaniels.
I'm really anxious to see how Neesmith does with minutes, because he was limited because Boston was so good, and he wasn't able to get on the floor and really produce much, because at the wing position, they were pretty stuck. I mean, when you've got Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum, you're going to have a hard time with a rookie getting on the floor.
Played a couple of years at Vanderbilt, and during his sophomore year, Quinn, he averaged 23 points, but suffered an injury 14 games deep, never came back. I mean, he shot 52% from 3 in his sophomore year.
Yeah, he can shoot it. He's actually not a bad golfer, too. Played in the Pacers Foundation golf outing. I played with him. He's a pretty good golfer.
There are a number of guys. James Johnson, the 35-year-old veteran the Pacers have signed, trying to make a roster spot. He's a pretty good golfer as well.
He was ready to swing it. I like guys that like to play golf. Doesn't mean they can or cannot play basketball, but I like them.
Pacers have an 11-point lead, 25-14. They've limited Charlotte to 32% and 1 of 7 from 3 before that. 9-point Pacers lead, final 2 minutes opening quarter. Matherin off the Turner screen. Pulls up for 3. And ball whacked out of there by Turner.
That is extreme confidence by Matherin.
Turner, Taylor, Matherin, McConnell, Neesmith for Indiana. Rozier is the only Charlotte starter with Richards, Thor, McDaniels, and Bouknight.
Well, they've got Rozier on the floor because they're trying to figure out how to score. But the defense has been good enough. Oh, they fouled him because he was dribbling it out of the paint.
Terry Taylor, the reach in.
But if you don't foul them, you see that they've just had trouble scoring points.
And Rozier at the free throw line, 8th year out of Louisville, 19 points per game, 85% at the free throw line last year.
You know, 19 points a game in this business,
yeah,
that's a ton for a guy who's barely 6 feet tall.
Charlotte has been outside of the playoffs 6 consecutive years. Thought they might get there last year in James Borrego's final year. Again, they were 43 and 39.
Mm-hmm.
They're without Gordon Hayward tonight, the former Butler standout, missing his 2nd straight game with a left knee injury. Remember, last year, really, they're just playing the safety game with him right now. That's goaltending.
Yeah, they really are. He's been injured. Unfortunately for him, he's been injured the majority of his career, Chris. Every time they took that awful run with Boston when they were playing against Cleveland in the first game a couple of years ago. But it's just been one of those, it's just been life. Nice defensive pressure there by Naismith. That's a violation. The 8-second violation because Naismith was up defensively. That's one of the things they want. The Pacers coaching staff, Bouknight's not really a ball handler, just active hands. Didn't touch the ball, but by the time he got it up and made the pass, it was an 8-second violation.
And again, this is what the Pacers have been working on in their training camp practices, really focusing on taking care of your man on defense. That's too strong, out of bounds by McConnell.
Well, that's too strong because as he got ready to pass it, he got in the air and couldn't find anybody to get it too clearly, so he just tried to make a play. Unfortunately, threw it out of bounds.
Pacers by 10, 27-17. 2 home preseason games next week, both on Bally Sports Indiana. New York in town on Wednesday, a week from tonight. And the preseason ends a week from Friday with Houston. Richards missed it.
He missed it because Miles Turner blocked it. You know, we were talking about Miles, basically talking about his value, but we weren't terming it that way. But that's the value that he brings, protection at the rim.
And Nesmith misses. Pacers 0 for 7 from 3. Charlotte 1 of 7. Rozier short.
Yeah, because it was challenged by Naismith. I mean, he's working on the defensive end here.
Final 10 seconds of the quarter. Pacers by 10. McConnell.
He's got the pass right there.
Turner lets it fly and missed it.
Yeah, he lost the grip on it. He made the right move.